What's going on, 100 Gang? It's your boy 100 Gang Nate, back outside with another video today. And today I will be talking to you about why the FL5 Honda Civic Type R is iconic. This car right here is supremely legendary. Now we got some other cars out there that's trying to be like us, Acura Type S, but they can't be like us. You know what I'm saying? We just different. But I want to say this: if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you've been with the channel, I really appreciate it. And if you like cars like these, go ahead and subscribe to the MOC. That's me, Race Car Friends, Q to Chaotic, and Blueprint 1LE. Yes, sir. Make sure you subscribe to those guys because we got some big things going up, and it's gonna be happening up really soon. So tune in. We got a lot of stuff going on. But I just want to get into it today. Why this car is so iconic. I remember, if you guys been with me for a little bit on the channel, y'all know I had a Z01 1LE, right? And I traded my Z01 1LE in for this. Now, the situation, the circumstances wasn't like I felt like this was better than the Z01, but the circumstances led me to trade it in for this. But with that being said, this car is arguably the best car you can get on the market if you're trying to be family oriented, still be fast, still have dependability, still have that legendary stain to it. This right here is a legend. This right here can't be duplicated. And the FK8 was a monster, but I feel like the FL5 is really going to have its huge place in history. When we look back on the history books, hopefully we don't all go EV one day. Hopefully that never happens. But when we look back on the history books, this is going to be one of those cars. I could say, as well as like the SS1LE Camaro, Z01 1LE Camaros, and some of the big boy V8s, and like Toyota Supras and stuff like that, some of the Subarus. When we look back in time, I feel like this is going to be one of those cars that's going to be stamped as an icon. And let's get inside. I'm going to tell you why. You know, for me, I don't know about most people, but for me, the Honda Civic has a long history. Ever since I was younger, you know, Hondas have always been in the family. And I remember having, one of my aunties used to have a Honda Civic, and it was the coupe version, like the two-door. And I remember back then, I was like, man, like, this car could really move. Just from, you know, being that young and being in that car, I was like, yo, this car, it was gray or silver, whatever you want. I think it was silver. And it was like, man, this car is like, I always thought it was fire. And then it's like, to grow up now and to see the history of the Civic, how it's changed from being a coupe and going to a sedan, and now almost a full-size sedan. Not almost, like, not truly full-size, but spacious. I would say mid-size sedan. For me, the transformation of Civic's history is just alone, that's iconic. With the Type R, it just takes performance to another level. Like, who would think you could get this type of technology or this type of look in a Honda? You know, most times when you think about a Honda or you think about anything like that, you think about, you know, dependability or something that's, you know, for day-to-day use. You don't think about performance. And the Type R has transformed the game in a way that it's about performance. Like, you could take this vehicle, and if you do the right things to it, you can come out here and clap up cars that you're not even supposed to be beside. Like, they should never be in the same breath. And as we speak, there's a WRX right there. Shouts out to Race Car Friends. But this car right here is just, the more and more you drive it, the more and more miles I put on it, you just realize how special the car is. It's a showstopper. It looks good. It looks clean. It's just like, you know, I'm in the YouTube game. I get these cars so we can get the views, of course, and make the bread. But this is one of these cars that makes me feel like, dang, I really want to keep. And the Z01 1LE had that same effect on me. But obviously, you know, I wrecked it and stuff like that. The situation happened. But I feel like there's only a few cars out there that make you want to be like, man, I can't see myself getting rid of it. It's kind of like when you had your grandfather that had that old school Chevy, you know, that he worked in the garage, and he just never left it alone. But year after year after year, he kept pouring money into it. This vehicle right here has that feel, man. And I know for a fact, it's not something I'm thinking, I just know this vehicle, when it's all said and done, this vehicle is just going to go down as legendary. It's just special. And not to take away from the Acura Type S, but the Acura Type S to me is just missing that special factor. It's still nice, it's still that, but it's missing the special factor. You know, it's just like, you ever seen like an athlete perform? Kind of like, you know, you go to Michael Jordan, go to Kobe Bryant. You know, you gotta go with guys like, you know, Floyd Mayweather or Muhammad Ali. You know, you had some great fighters out there, but those guys are just special. They just different. There's just something about them, like rest in peace to Kobe. But same thing is just like they're almost like superheroes in a way. You feel like they could never die in a way. Like they'll always be alive. You feel like they supersede morality. Like they supersede, like, not morality, but they supersede what do you call it? I'm looking for the word, but you just feel like they'll always be around. Like they can never die. Like they're just indestructible. And this car right here gives me that feel. It just seems like no matter how much I push it, no matter how much I drive it, no matter how many miles I put on it, no matter how many mods I might continue to do, it just feels like it'll continue to push and pull and push and push and push the limit. It's just special. And I can't really put it completely all the way into words unless you've driven one or unless you own one. It's like, if you're just looking at it from the surface, you're like, hey man, it looks pretty cool, but I just can't see how special it is. But when you actually drive it and put the pedal to the metal, as they say, it's like you realize that this is a special vehicle. And this is one of the better purchases, man. And I hope we get back to a time period where, you know, the markup world ends, so car enthusiasts can actually enjoy these cars. You know, y'all, I work for Dodge of Fayetteville. Come see me if you need a car. But when you got these cars getting marked up 50, 20, 30, 40,000, sometimes $100,000, it kind of takes the fun out of it. But I hope we get back to a time where car enthusiasts can just enjoy the vehicles, man, and get back to mod and get back to the street racing a little bit. What racing? You know the feds watching. What racing? But get back to, you know, true car culture. And I feel like car culture is still here, but it seems like an element is missing. Like, I feel like we're being attacked right now. And it's important for us to stick together and make sure that we don't go EV. We can't let that happen. You know, as much as the world is transforming, there's nothing that's more special than these gas-powered engines. And this car right here is a legend. It's iconic. And I stand on that. I'll argue with 10 people at the same time about this. This car right here is special. It's just different. It's magnificent. Y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think. FL5 Honda Civic Type R is special. So guys, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you could agree with some of the points that I said. I hope you could relate to it. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe button. If you've been with the channel, I really, really appreciate it. Go ahead and get you some merch at 100gangclothing.com. It don't hurt, but it will help the channel. And if you like cars like these, go ahead and subscribe to the MOC. That's me, Race Car Friends, QD Chaotic, and Blueprint 1 LE. And as you see, I got a car wash. I don't want to hear nothing from Race Car Friends, because that man right there, he's just crazy about having clean cars. So he can't speak to me for at least a week. Let's go.